Start recording. Okay. So can you tell me what is foundation course? Do you have any idea of this subject? Have you ever studied foundation course? Have you studied foundation course? No. Do you have any idea of what could be there? What can be there in this subject? No idea? Okay. Now what is the meaning of foundation? What is the meaning of foundation? Do you know the meaning of foundation? Basic. And the simple meaning? Bunyad. Okay, bunyad in English, it is base, foundation. Foundation of what? Which kind of foundation is expected here? Can you guess that? Which foundation is expected here? Foundation of our country? Foundation of Indian culture? No. Idea, principles of which something is base. Now, Aisha is near to that answer. Okay. But my question is, which kind of foundation is expected here? Who has considered here first? For whom the syllabus is? For whom the syllabus is? किसके लिए syllabus है ये पूरा syllabus? Yes, students? For students. Correct? Yes. Nagma is correct. It is for students. So whose foundation is expected here? See here in this subject, in this course, you are going to learn certain basic facts of Indian society and those issues, those problems, when you will come to know a kind of basic foundation of your personality will be constructed here. You will be make aware of different issues, problems faced by people living in India or different issues of Indian society, and you will get sensitized towards those issues and you will become a responsible citizen. Now, can you understand what is the expected outcome of foundation course? क्या है expected outcome of foundation course? That the student should make sensitize about the issues, problems in Indian society. Okay, once you will become sensitive about those issues, those problems, you will behave very sincerely. Correct? You will behave a responsible citizen. So that is expected here when you are learning this subject. It is not just for your study purpose or it is not just for your exam purpose, but whatever the things, topics that you are going to learn, it is expected that you should understand it properly and utilize certain principles, certain solutions that can make the Indian society better, and even you will develop your good personality. You will have certain basic principles and values and those principles and values that you will be using in your life to lead a good, happy life in the Indian society. So foundation course is for what? It is for making students aware, sensitized about the issues, problems that occur in Indian society. Okay, and the outcome of this is you will behave like a sincere, responsible citizen. Understood the aims and objectives of this foundation coursework? Got it? Shall we move ahead? Any doubt do you have? Okay. So let us discuss today's let us discuss the syllabus first, and then we will begin the syllabus in the next lecture, from the next lecture. I hope my screen is visible to you all. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay. So let us continue. There are 5 chapters in the syllabus of foundation course. Okay, this is the introductory lecture of foundation course. Now, what is the title of the first chapter? क्या title है first chapter का? Overview of Indian society. And what are the things that you are going to learn in this chapter? First, you are going to understand how Indian society is pluralistic in nature, how Indian society is multicultural, and that multicultural Indian society, you will be learning through different aspects such as religion, caste, gender, how gender-wise population is distributed, how religion-wise population is distributed, how caste-wise population is distributed. That we are going to learn first. From tomorrow, I'm going to begin that. Okay. Next is, what is linguistic diversity and how this linguistic diversity is important in context of Indian society, Indian situation. Diversity is nothing but the variety. We have a number of different languages you all must be knowing. More than 1,000 or 1,500 we have different kinds of language. We have more than, I'm saying, I'm not telling you exact number. We will learn those exact number and how many languages are recognized by Constitution of India. Everything we are going to learn in detail. Okay, so what is linguistic diversity? Next is regional variations according to rural, urban and tribal area. Okay, as per region, the population differs, the way of living the life differs, their occupation differs. Okay, अलग अलग occupation होता है लोगों का, उनके गॉड अलग होते हैं, उनके बिलीफ्स अलग होते हैं, उनका रहन सहन अलग होता है, क्लोथिंग स्टाइल अलग होती है, उनके थिंकिंग प्रोसेस डिफरेंट होती है. So what are those regional variations that we will be learning? Next is, we are going to understand the concept of diversity as difference. Now, diversity, that is nothing but the variety. So that diversity as difference, we are going to learn in this last point. So here, it is nothing but diversity, unity in the diversity, we are going to learn in the last chapter. Next is chapter number 2, concept of disparity number 1. Here we are going to understand what is disparity and how disparity arises out of stratification as well as inequality. Next is gender disparity. Then how the issue of violence against women, portrayal of women in media, female feticide, all these points we are going to learn in the second point of gender disparity. Next is disability. Disparity is based on disability. See, there are many people in India who are disabled. Okay, So they might be having physical or mental disabilities. So such people are treated differently in our Indian society. So which kind of inequalities they face when they live a life in the Indian society, that we are going to learn in this chapter. See, chapter number 2 and 3 titles are same, only number 1 and 2 has been added here. So the same chapter continues here. We can see chapter number 2 is concept of disparity 1 and chapter number 3 is concept of disparity 2. Do not get confused at all. So here, concept of disparity, see students, I am discussing syllabus. That doesn't mean it is just a waste of time, because I'm going to talk about the division of marks of this subject. So don't leave the class. 4 students left the class and they are going to miss a lot important information that I will be discussing after this syllabus discussion. Okay, so don't leave the class. So concept of disparity 2, in that we are going to learn conflicts as well as inequalities due to caste system, as well as intergroup conflicts arising out of caste system. Next is intergroup conflicts which arises out of communalism, and the next is conflicts arises out of conflicts arising out of regionalism and linguistic differences. So here in this chapter, we are going to learn what is caste system, and the intergroup conflicts arises out of caste system. Then intergroup conflicts arises out of communalism. Then we are going to learn regionalism and linguistic differences, and the conflicts which arise out of regionalism and linguistic differences. Next is the Indian Constitution. In this chapter, see, we all say that we have one of the greatest constitution all over the world, correct? Indian Constitution is very good constitution, many appreciate, but we Indian people, we don't know many basic things of Indian Constitution. So those we are going to learn in this chapter. Now what are the various things we are going to learn in this chapter? What is the philosophy of Constitution, which is given in the preamble? Okay, preamble is the introduction of Constitution. So in that preamble, philosophy of Constitution has been given. Next is structure of Constitution. Constitution is divided into the preamble, main body, as well as schedules. Next is fundamental duties of Indian citizen. See, if we all citizens don't know what are our duties, then how we are going to follow the duties? So we will be having an introduction to fundamental duties of the Indian citizen. Next is we are going to learn the concepts of tolerance, peace, and communal harmony, and how they are essential to strengthen the Indian society. And the last one is basic features of Indian Constitution. Okay. The last chapter deals with the political processes, significant aspects of political processes. Here we are going to learn the party system in Indian politics. Different parties are there: national party, state level party, regional parties. So what is that party system? How much time a party requires? How many candidates should get selected to make that party a national party, and so on? Many things are there. So that we are going to learn in this chapter. Then local self-government in urban and rural areas. We have municipal corporations, Gram Panchayat, Nagar Parishad. All those are local self-government working in urban and rural areas. Then 73rd and 74th amendments and their implications for inclusive politics. And the last one is role and significance of women in politics. I hope you might have the idea that women in Indian politics are very few. Am I right? The number of women active in Indian politics is very less. Am I right? Am I asking a correct question? Yes, students? Is it less or is it more compared to men? It is less. So we are going to learn what is the role and significance of women in Indian politics. Now what I have given at the end of this slide, see. What is it? Topics for project guidance, growing social problems in India. Now let me talk about what is this project and how the marks of foundation course are divided. So let me talk that first. Now see, all subjects you have how many marks? How many marks do you have? You have 100 marks for each subject. Correct. Whereas in FC, you have the division of 100 marks into 75 plus 25. What is the division? 75 plus 25. Then what it would be 75 plus 25? क्या है 75 25? बताइए मुझे. What it can be? 75 marks are for theory paper and 25 marks are there for project. Before some time I have said you that you will be having a project. Okay. So 75 marks are there for your theory paper, means all the syllabus that we will be learning. Questions will be asked for the marks of 75 and project is for 25 marks. Again, these 25 marks are divided into 20 plus 5. So the project that you write and submit to me will be assessed for 20 marks and 5 marks are secured for your behavior in the class as well as for your attendance. Now see, these 5 marks are there in your hand. Based on your behavior in the class, based on your attendance, these 5 marks will be given. So hereafter, do not miss the lectures. Lectures बिल्कुल भी miss नहीं करना है. अगर आप lecture miss करते हो मतलब ये 5 mark आप गवा रहे हो. And foundation course, though you think that the topics are very easy or the issues are related to our life, so we can easily write it. It is difficult. See, topics are easy to understand, but when you appear the exam, you find it very difficult to write the answers. Okay, so what are we going to do? After every chapter, I am going to conduct a test, an online test in the form of Google Forms. Okay, I'll be engaging so that you will understand which kind of questions to prepare and how to prepare for the exam. But I am not sure whether the exam is going to be online or offline because schools are going to reopen. So maybe in future, the colleges may also get reopened.